Hello, students. How are you? My name is Claudia, and I'm going to be your teacher today for this level, of course. So, what are we going to see today? We're going to talk about the lifelong learning. So, do you agree with this kind of statement? Like, you won't get ahead in life if you don't go to college. It makes a big difference exactly which college you go to. At college, it's better to study online than to attend classes. No one should need to submit a college application. The transition from high school should be automatic. What do you think about this? Can you please try to think for 1 minute on your answers and then we will discuss it? Okay, so what do you think? What were your answers? Do you think that you want to get ahead in life if you don't go to college? I think that it depends on how you handled yourself. If you go to college, you can have some opportunities, but now it's not like something crucial. But you will have like a better salary or better opportunities in different companies. It makes a big difference exactly which college you go to. Well, one of my beliefs is that you make the school, not the school defines you. So I think it doesn't have anything to do. Though some colleges are well known because they have like better opportunities, and people still believe that being in a certain college makes you something else. At college, it's better to study online than to attend classes. Well, it depends. I also think it depends on the person, and it depends on the way of learning and the subject also. No one should need to submit a college application. The transition from high school should be automatic. I think this could be true, but it depends on the subject and the career, because if you don't have like the character or the personality to be a doctor, I think that you should get a college application. Okay, so we're going to check some vocabulary. Expressions of time. It says match the words involved 1 to 14 with their definitions A to N. Then we're going to listen and check. So we have 14 definitions with 14 sentences. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to answer this. Okay, guys, ready? So, let's listen to the definitions.
6.1 A.
5. Take your time.
B.
1. From time to time.
C.
11. For some time.
D.
10. Any time now.
E.
8. In time for.
F.
2. Only a matter of time.
G.
9. In no time.
H.
12. At the time.
I.
7. On time.
J.
3. Waste time.
K.
6. Pass the time.
L.
14. One at a time.
M.
4. Time myself.
N.
13. Make time.
Okay, so let's read the original sentences. From time to time, I get really nervous and bite my nails during tests. What can I do? Luke from London. I have cheese twice a day for both breakfast and dinner. It's only a matter of time before my cholesterol goes up. Emily, Manchester. I waste a lot of time reading readers' comments when I read the newspaper online. I don't know why. Tomiko from New York. I never seem to finish my exams because I keep going over my answers. Maybe if I time myself while taking practice exams, it will help. Roberta from Toronto. I always eat too quickly. My mother was always saying, take your time. Where's the fire? Mike from Boston. I like to pass the time just looking out the window. I know I should be doing my homework instead. Peter from Seattle. I'm almost never on time in the morning, and so I'm never in time for my first class. I'm always telling my sister to run so we can get to the bus stop in no time. And then, of course, we wait and wait while I tell her the bus is coming anytime now. For some time, I've been playing computer games every night until 2 or 3 in the morning. I always feel exhausted when I'm at work. When I was a teenager, I always used to listen to rap music. At the time, it really got on my dad's nerves. My husband says I never make time for him. I suppose I should go to the soccer game with him occasionally. Our city has been demolishing old movie theaters one at a time. It's so sad. Okay, do you have any questions on the vocabulary, guys? Okay, perfect. So let's go to the next exercise. Complete the sentences with the correct form of an expression with time from exercise 1. We are going to complete these sentences. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do it. Okay, so are we done? It says number 1. Are you ready for the marathon? Yes. I timed myself. I timed myself today and I ran 20 kilometers in just over 2 hours. Number 2, I'm not ready. I still have to take a shower. Take your time. Take your time. We don't have to be there until 7:30. Tom's been late to work a lot. He's going to lose his job. I know. It's only a matter of time before his boss fires him. It's only a matter of time before his boss fires him. How's your grandmother? A little better, thanks. She can't go out, but she passes the time watching TV. Okay, number 5. Hey yo, are you busy? Can I come in? Sure. In fact, you're just in time for some hot chocolate. You're just in time for. 6. My little brother is always wasting time playing video games. Wasting time. Well, he's only 12. I'm sure he will develop other interests. Where did you and your wife meet? In Paris in 1998. We were both teaching at the university at the time. At the time. And the last one. So, do you know your neighbors well? Yes, we do. We have them over for dinner from time to time. Great, guys. I'm sure that you did a great job. So let's continue to our lesson. So we're going to read the text about people's past habits. Which of the interests in exercise 1 are mentioned? So, a sign of the times. We all look back fondly on what was in fashion when we were younger. You know that old song you still sing along in the car from time to time when no one is looking? Or that comfortable pair of sweatpants you're ashamed to admit you still love to wear? Looking back on previous decades, what do we think of them now? Mary, Bob, and Raul share their memories from three very different decades. 2000s, Glee. For some time in my teens, I watched it in bed till late at night. My mom was always coming into my room, though, so I would quickly change channels and pretend I was watching National Geographic. As the intellectual in the family, I had a reputation to maintain, and Glee, with all its strange dance move and questionable song choices, was a no-no. It still influences so many of the theme shows we watch today. Mary from Chicago. 1990s cooking shows. In the 1990s, I couldn't afford to eat out very often, so I had to learn how to cook. Cooking shows were big then, so when I was making dinner, I used to pretend I was hosting my own show. I often invited a friend to co-host, and we would use a camcorder to video our cooking show. It's only a matter of time before one of those videos appears on YouTube. Bob from Boston. And 1980s, ABBA. My dad used to be a huge ABBA fan at one time, so I grew up listening to their songs and eventually got hooked too. My friends were always teasing me, of course, but I bet some of them secretly sang along to Dancing Queen in the shower. I still have a Spotify playlist with all their hits, which I would memorize at the time. Raul from Sao Paulo. So, look at expressions with time involved in the text. Match 1 to 4 with meanings A to D. I will give you a minute. So, from time to time, it means that it happens sometimes. Okay? For some time, for a period of time. Did I see? Only a matter of time before certain that something will happen. And at the time, it means then. Now we're going to complete the sentences about the text in exercise 2. You have to use the past forms and include adverbs if necessary. I'm only going to give you 3 minutes because it's super easy. It's only 5 sentences. Okay, remember, use the past forms and include adverbs if necessary. Okay guys, so complete the sentences about the text in exercise 2. Use past forms and include adverbs if necessary. So in number 1, we said Mary watched Glee in bed till late at night. Watched. Okay, remember, as it ends with different, like with the D, we don't pronounce just like with a T. Watched. Number 2, she would quickly change channels when her mom entered her room. Would quickly change. Remember, because they were intellectual. Well, she was intellectual and she cannot be watching these things. Bob used to pretend he was the host of a cooking show. Used to pretend. He used to do it. Okay, it was something that he completely repeat continuously. Okay, roles that used to be. He used to be a huge fan, ABBA fan. And Raul's friends were always teasing him. Were always teasing, making fun of him. Were always teasing him. Okay? No questions? Not at all? Everything is clear. I hope so. Very good. Okay, now look at the sentences in exercise 3A and complete the rules below. Then we're going to read the grammar book. Used to or would is used to talk about past states. The simple past can or can't be used to talk about past habits. The past continuous with always is used to talk about annoying or positive past habits. What do you think? Let's go to the grammar to check. Used to and would, the habitual past. I used to play video games all the time. I would spend hours in front of the computer. Did you used to be a good student? I didn't used to like studying at all. And when we talk about with the simple past, I didn't play any sports when I was younger. I hated sports. The past continues with always. My little sister was always interrupting us, and she was always making noise too. I would eat chocolate every day. That Thursday, I had eaten a whole bar by the time my mother came home. So, you cannot use would to talk about past states. When I was younger, I was a huge fan of horror movies, or I used to be a huge fan of horror movies. We are not going to use I would be a huge fan, because that one would be like something that we don't know. Okay? Very good, guys. So let's check out a little bit of the grammar part. The habitual past. I used to love rock music, but now I like reggae. It's something that it was in the past. It was a habit that I had in the past, an obsession, something that I used to do. I used to love, but now I like reggae. Did you used to play an instrument when you were young? Maybe yes, maybe no. We don't know, but it's something that we learn. I didn't used to play soccer, but I would go to games. Like I don't like to attend to games, but I used to like it. For example, I don't play, but I go to the games. I used to spend a lot of time at home. I would watch TV every afternoon. My teachers were always yelling at me because I was late. Should often go running after school. Should also gone running that evening. So we're going to make this exercise. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Okay guys, so then just to finish, I'm going to answer this. I love visiting my grandparents. They were such wonderful people. So it's saying something that it was like a routine. So I used to love visiting my parents. Maybe they are not here anymore. That's why I don't do it. Okay? You're such a good tennis player. Did you when you were younger? Of course. Did you used to? Because we already have did. It's already in the past. Okay? Number 3. I to Europe twice when I was in college, but I haven't been since. It cannot be used to because it was not a routine. I only was there twice. Went. I know all my neighbors, but I don't know now. I used to. A mistake. Okay? My brother and I were always arguing, or were arguing when we were younger. We're always arguing. All the time. A routine. Okay, number 6. We didn't used or didn't use. Of course, didn't use because we have did as our auxiliary, right? We didn't used to go on vacation very often. My sister used to or would have a bike that she rode. I was riding everywhere. My sister used to have a bike that she rode everywhere. Okay? And the last one. My friends and I never used to play baseball after school because we had nowhere to play. So we're talking about in the past, so used to. Okay guys? Well, I hope that everything was very clear for today. If you have any questions, you can let me know next class. We will continue with the grammar part next class. So please check this video and try to check the lesson. Okay? Have a very nice day. See you soon. Bye-bye.